Hi, this is Linda from North Central Texas. Moved here 44 years ago. I've been trying to figure out how to grow a vegetable garden in this extreme heat that we have. I started out just planting in the ground. It was too hard to water stuff that way because the heat would dry out the ground faster than you could water it. So now what I'm doing is I'm using 18-gallon plastic tubs, also round plastic planter pots that are really huge. They probably hold about 20 or more gallons, so you can plant a lot of stuff in a big tub like that. I make my own compost, or my own soil, and my compost. I have a lot of wooded lot over here with a lot of broken down tree limbs, leaves that have already broken down. And I line the bottom of my totes with the rotted wood. I put leaves on top of that. Then I add table scraps. I add anything that you would build compost out of, like newspapers, cardboard, toilet rolls. And then sometimes I put a little bit of garden soil or my own native soil on top of that, or potting soil. It only needs a couple of inches of potting soil and you can just basically grow anything. It's a lot easier to water your plants when they're planted in a tote or a large pot. You can also move them if you've got them in a sunny spot and it gets too hot on them. Just put them in a spot in your yard where they get part-time shade. I grow a lot of my plants like tomatoes, okra, things like that in mostly shade in my yard, and they do well. They produce. I make my own compost tea out of old rotted leaves, you know, stuff like that that you can put in a 5-gallon bucket with a lid on top so it does not cause mosquitoes. I think if you live in a place like I do, where you have an extreme drought every summer, and right now we're in the middle of a drought. The temperature ranges anywhere from 103 to 107 every single day. So that is extremely hot. But it's pretty normal for, you know, Texas, where I'm at. I moved here from an area in North Carolina where the ground stays wet enough most of the time. You don't have to worry about watering anything. You just throw a seed down and it grows like crazy. So it took me a long time to figure out how to grow my vegetables here in Texas. But what I'm doing right now really works. You don't have to buy so much potting mix or soil to put in your tubs. You can make your own. And when you compost in place, you can plant in that tub or that large pot immediately. You don't have to wait for it to break down. You don't have to go out there and turn your pile every couple of days and make sure it's wet. Just keep your plants watered. Let nature do the rest. I'll come back with more videos as I can post them, and how I can edit them and make them presentable for YouTube. Right now I'm going to call this the Lady in the Garden. Bless everyone. Have a great day. And later on, I hope all of you will like and subscribe and eat what you grow. Thank you.